Good evening, everybody. Guess what time it is? A time for another review. Thanks once again for joining me for another StJudeRnr review. If you've watched some of my other posts, I have reviewed in the past some Vibram 5-finger shoes, which is my go-to shoe for all-around running, daily wear, water wear, all of the above. So I am doing a trail marathon, the Hawk 100. I'm not doing the 100, I'm doing the marathon distance for that. And in training for that, I have been wearing the V-Trail shoes that I reviewed earlier. You can check out the review by following the link up above. But I wanted to try something different to give me a little bit of change of pace as I'm running through the trails. I was looking all over the internet, scouring the web, and it is hard to find something that is similar to the Vibram V-Trail for trails. Need something with zero drop, a large foot box to enable my toes display, and needs to have a rock plate in it so that it has a little bit of protection for the bottom of my feet as I'm running these trails. So I looked all over the place, heard some good things about a couple companies out there, and the main one that I had heard a lot about for zero drop shoes is Altra. So I checked out their website to see what they had available, and went ahead and went to Runner's Warehouse and purchased a pair of shoes to try on and test out. So I'm going to show you those right now. Alright, so these are the Altra Superior 3.0s. They are very dirty because I've been running in lots of mud and miles in them. And so I wanted to give you a little bit of information on them. So they come in the Ultra box. I got mine in a size 11.5. I've heard things, actually I got them in a 12. I've heard a lot of things about them maybe running a little bit big, so I wanted to try them out and see how they did for me. I know that my feet tend to swell a little bit, especially at a marathon distance, so I wanted a little bit of extra room for my feet to swell. So you open the box, pull out the shoes, and these are in the bottom of the box. What are these? Ask you. These are these stone guards. These will go and slip into the insole of the shoes. They have some great little nubs that will lock them in, and these protect the bottom of your feet from rocks and sticks and roots and all that other fun stuff. I have not ran with these, obviously. I will probably install them prior to my race when I go up and do some trail race practice in preparation for my race. So I'm gonna try those out. These are pretty light. They're just a plastic material. You put it in between the insole and the inside of your shoe. And they have lots of airy places so that they breathe really well. And then there is a groove right there for right underneath your toes, so your toes will lock in there. So I'm gonna give those a try, see if they help. There's a lot of rocks up there where I'm running, but it's not horribly bad, so I'm very, very attentive to where my feet are going thanks to my Vibrams. So I will definitely keep my Vibrams in my drop bag to trade out. So some points on these shoes. These have the zero drop technology, so between the heel and the toe there is zero drop. There is a little bit of cushion to them, and they have this interesting little keel thing back here. I don't know if this has a name or not. I call it a keel because it's keel. Anyway, it gives you really good when you're going down a hill. It'll help get some more additional traction on there without wearing out the back end of your shoe as fast. I found it pretty helpful, especially in muddy conditions. It grabs just a little bit extra, and the lugs are really, really well. They do a great job of gripping. As you can see on the front, the toe box is really big. It is foot shaped, so it gives you plenty of area for your toes to splay out there. I wear these with my Injinji toe socks. Usually put a pair of wool ones on, and that way if I run into some water, then they'll dry out pretty quick. I did do a creek crossing in these up to about my mid shin, and they did dry out pretty quick. They did expel water out of them. I've heard things about them not expelling water very well and trapping water in, and they did a good job for me. So you have to try it out for yourself and decide, but they do a good job. There's lots of overlays and foot protection or toe protection around the toe section, and a lot of those overlays stretch into the back. There is not a heel locker type eyelet up here, so it's hard to lock in your heel if you have that issue if you use those. I don't ever use those on any of my running shoes, but I know some people that causes a problem for. So do with it as you may. So there's a loop on the back to help you pull these on, especially when they're super muddy, as these were. So a lot of people have reviewed these shoes online, and they never say what this little thing is. When I got these shoes, I asked myself, what is this? And if you can read it, it says on it, Gaiter trap. Not like alligator, but as in gaiter, the type that you wear around your ankle and around your foot. So I actually bought a pair of Gaiters after running in through some sticker weeds with these shoes on, and getting stickers down and into the shoe where they couldn't come out, and then I had to take the shoe off. So I did go online and purchase some of their proprietary Gaiters. It is a very thin, stretchy material. I think it's a spandex material. 80%, 82% nylon and 18% spandex. I got these in the size large because I know I have a big foot and I wanted to make sure it covered it. So the way these hook on is it has this little hook here on the front that hooks on to the front lace of the shoe. You put the gaiter on your foot first. So slide this on before you put your shoe on, and then put your shoe on afterwards. You hook that on after you've tied your shoe, and then in the back you open this gaiter trap here, and then you pull this down, and it has a piece of Velcro on both sides, and then you trap the gaiter in and pull it around the shoe, and that keeps rocks and dirt and stickers from getting in your shoe. Works very well. I did a lot of off the trail running through bushes and other weeds, and did not have the problem of getting stuff down into my foot once again, and so that helped a lot. These are the 3.0s. They've had some other iterations. I've heard different things about the other ones, and these are, from what I heard, these are a definite improvement. I highly recommend them if you're looking for a nice trail shoe that's a zero drop shoe, that's something that gives you a little bit more protection than a V-Run shoe, and something that will provide a little bit cushion. My V-Runs, they do have cushion, a little bit of cushion to them, but not a lot. And that was something I was worried with the longer distance on a trail that I've not done before. So I'm going to put my V-Runs or these in my drop bag, and that way I've got something to switch out to if I'm uncomfortable with my choice. So I recommend these. Recommend definitely picking up a pair of Gaiters. Their proprietary ones work great for these shoes. You can also use these on some other shoes if you just install some Velcro on the back of your shoe, which I've seen people do. There are other Gaiters out on the market that will work probably just as well. They have straps that go underneath the shoe. These ones do not, because there is no room for a strap that will not wear it out because of how flat the bottoms are. I don't know how, if you can tell with all the mud on there, the strap, if you ran it across, would wear out pretty fast. So take that for what you will. Thanks for watching another St. Jude runner review. Check out some of my other reviews that I've done. This shirt from Roan. I've also done some other shoe reviews. Take a look. Leave a comment. Ask some questions if you have questions. I would be happy to answer or find out the question or the answers to any questions you may have. Appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Give me a thumbs up. Please like and subscribe to my channel for some other reviews, for some race training as I train for the Hawk Marathon on the trails up in Lawrence, Kansas, as well as the Dopey Challenge in Walt Disney World that I'm running for St. Jude. So if you'd like to make a donation, you can definitely shoot me a message, and I will shoot you the link where you can make a donation to help the children and families of St. Jude. I'm always fundraising for them. It's it's a cause that is very near and dear to my heart. So I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Thanks again. We will see you next time.